They really went and changed their entire programming to block this entire area from being viewed on Google. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, somebody in my comments mentioned that there is the longitude and latitude coordinates on the self-authenticating record for the DoorDash order. Now remember, they've been using the DoorDash to verify some things about Xana's timeline when it comes to what actually happened the night of November 13th. But in actuality, there's no information about Xana even submitted, and the order seems to have come from Ethan's account. So there's been a lot of questions about how this is supposed to prove anything for Xana, especially since the TikTok time of 4/12 has now moved to 3/16, according to, again, the state's own submitted evidence. Now, I showed you guys in a previous video the timestamp on Linda Lane where you can hear a car horn sort of beeping the way that it does whenever you go to lock your car. And it's around the 3:59 timestamp that matches the DoorDash order being delivered, again, according to the state's evidence being submitted. Now, there are coordinates on this, so I wanted to record myself putting them into the map and see exactly where they go. Now, according to this comment, these coordinates are showing up on the map where the back sliding glass door of the house would be if it was still standing. So let's go ahead and put these in and see exactly where they go. Hopefully I can read them right. Okay, so this says 46.721.8030. I think, and then negative 117.0107.857. Oh, look at that. Okay. So that's what it looks like with all the right, symbolisms in the numbers. Yeah. That's exactly where the backslider would have been. Because this is where the house was, guys. You see this portion right here is the parking area, that parking lot spot. And all of this right here, this straight line is where the house was. Huh. Yeah, I definitely would have way more questions. Can I get anywhere over here yet? No. They still have it where you can't. Only to here. Dang. They can't jump me far. What is happening? It won't even let me stop. Okay, it used to let you get right here, in the middle, and see that the freaking house was still blocked, blurred out. It doesn't even let you do it anymore. Wow. They really went and changed their entire programming to block this entire area from being viewed on Google. That's cray-cray, y'all. Look at that jump. And this is all information from 2007 right here. So even though they have updated information, they still are leaving the old 2007 information. It's so that people can't keep stalking the cars in the area. October 2007. OMFNG. It's still 2007. Oh, wow. This image is as old as my oldest child. I am shooketh. It says at 2024 Google right here. And then over here, it says something about at 23 Google right here. But this damn image search down here is October 2007. I mean, the image capture. Oh, yeah. They are doing a lot to hide this from the public being able to look at stuff. Holy wow. Again, my daughter was born in 2007 and she's 18. Those images that they are showing us for that area are from almost 2 decades ago, guys. They are going so far to cover up this spot from being looked at by people. So we can't ask questions? That is just insane. Insane to me. That is so far of like erasing info. That is 18 years. That's all I'm saying. 18 years. They couldn't even go back like 10. Why do they have to go back so far? Anyway, the coordinate thing leads to more questions because I don't understand what they're trying to do when this comes to being about Xana. The order came from Ethan. If the front door isn't where the order was dropped off or taken from the dasher, then there's nothing on that camera except maybe the dasher walking behind the house. But then again, I've also heard from previous creators years ago, whenever this information came out, talking about how people in the area were telling them that when it comes to where that 1122 King address was, we've heard it also be labeled as Queen. It's gone both ways from both the residents and the police, what their IDs say, what the cops know about the area. The GPS coordinates will take you to that side road. A lot of people were also claiming. So I'm wondering if the dasher was taken to that side road and then had to walk down that little hill area to get to the back porch. But if that's the case and there's no camera to prove if someone took it. So again, how are they trying to use this for Xana if it was dropped off at the back door? Now, somebody, Inton, you paid acting shill, just got with the CW and just did the most ridiculous video ever. And there's so many lies in it. I had somebody comment to me about that one too. And I was like, oh girl, I already got notes. That video is coming. Just hold on. There's so many lies. They're literally planting the blue pill right now. They are literally planting the narrative that they want you to follow. And they did it with the way that they barely talked about the IGG, lying about where Dylan actually was all night. It's horrible. It's really, really bad. So this gives me more questions because the narrative is now being definitely more controlled by the mainstream media. And they're claiming that they know for a fact that Bryan Kohberger entered and left through the back slider. And we've been told this whole time that they couldn't tell, that there was no way to tell. There was no forced entry. There was no trail in and out the house. They had nothing to go off of. And it's been like that ever since. So I don't know where they're getting that information from because that's not factual. It's never been stated anywhere. And if this DoorDash was brought to the back door, literally moments before somebody then slipped through the back door, that doesn't make any sense either. How is it just that perfectly timed? So if the back slider really is where the DoorDash was brought to, why weren't we just told that? Why so much secrecy around this? And if it is because they truly have proof that that's where somebody entered the house that night, then why not just make that clear? Why is there so many mysteries and unanswered questions around this? I need another brain break. And I definitely wasn't expecting, when I looked at these coordinates, to see the massive 2-decade-old cover-up that they are trying to pull over here on Google. That is just wild to me. But let me know how you guys are feeling about all of this down in the comments. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that that notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.